Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to the gang. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I slayed this super sexy, gorgeous wig and how I dyed it the color ginger. It is so fire, and I can't wait to show you guys how I achieved it. So if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching.
Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, nasty, yeah.
Alrighty, you guys, so today I'm working with an Amazon company, and this is their Deep Wave 4x4 Closure curly wig. It is 150% density, and it is in the color natural black, and it is 20 inches. I'll be sure to list everything in the description box down below, so don't worry. But this is what the hair looks like fresh out of the packaging. This is how the wig cap is constructed, with elastic bands and combs to adjust onto your head. So for the bleaching process of this hair, I'm going to go in with my BW2, a 40 volume developer, 50 volume developer, and 3 different Adore colors. So I'm going in with the Cajun Spice, I'm going to go in with the Orange Blaze, and I'm going to go in with the French Cognac. This gave like the perfect color. You want to make sure you use latex gloves to protect your hands from the bleach and from the staining of the Adore color. And make sure you have a dummy brush. This is vital for this process. It makes it so much easier for you, okay? So you're gonna go in with a big bucket. I poured about 3/4 of the bleach in there. I didn't even know that I was gonna end up using all of it, but I eyeballed the developer, just pouring about the same amount of each one, the 40 and the 50 volume developer. And you want it kind of on the runny side. You don't really want it like a thick paste, as if you were going to bleach your knots on a wig, because we are bleaching the hair. And we're also going to add water to this bucket. So water that you're going to be adding, I got it from the sink. You want it to be warm to hot water, just to make this process easier. Adding water is not going to dilute the bleach, so don't worry about that. It kind of just makes this process easier. And once I do that and I mix it up, I'm going to start dipping the hair in there. So you want to make sure that the hair is fully saturated, and once you get it fully saturated, you want to go in with that demi brush and start combing it through. So the reason I said the demi brush is so important is because it's going to help you comb the bleach through the hair and making sure that you get every single strand coated in the bleach, because you don't want it to be patchy or spotty. If you like that look, you can go for that look. This is my first time ever doing this bleach bath process. You can go in individually and bleach the hair yourself, but the bleach bath saves a lot of time. I didn't have time to be sitting there bleaching each strand. Nobody has time for that. So we did a bleach bath, and I got this method from Slay by Jordan and Tati on YouTube. They both did this method for ginger hair. Junk was fire. My hair came out perfect, and I absolutely loved it so much. So once I'm done with that, we're just gonna let that sit in there for about 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna come back and check to see the process of how it is looking. Once those 15-20 minutes are up, I come back to check how it is looking. So the hair is gonna get really thick as it's sitting inside of that bleach. So you just want to comb it through, see the process of it, and then if you feel like it needs to sit more, then you can let it sit some more. So once I did that, I let it sit for about another 15-20 minutes, and then I washed it out. So I did end up going back in and bleaching the hair again. Letting it sit inside the bleach for a little bit longer, because I did want the hair a little bit lifted, a little bit more than this. Okay, so this is all the bleach I had left, and I didn't have enough bleach to start a whole new bath with new water and all that good stuff, and I did not feel like going to the store, so I just added the rest of that bleach that was in there, added some more water, mixed it all up, and added the wig back in there and combed it through. Once I did that, I let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then I came back. So I'm gonna let you guys watch that process, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so now we're getting into the coloring process. So I'm going in with those 3 colors that I showed you guys: the French Cognac, the Cajun Spice, and the Orange Blaze. I used the full bottle of all 3, and I am putting that in lukewarm to almost hot water. I feel like when the water's hot, it takes better on the hair. You see me over here talking like I know what I'm doing. This is my first time ever doing this. I honestly just copied a video step by step, and it came out perfect. So I was like, I might as well give you guys a video too. So here I'm mixing it up, and I'm just using the hair that is on the demo brush to test the hair, making sure that I like the color that is on there. And then once I do that, I'm going to slowly start dipping the hair in there, and you want to make sure you comb the color through the hair because it will end up being patchy. There was a piece of my wig that was a little bit patchy and I didn't get some of the color on there, but it's okay. I'm still a beginner. This is my first time doing it. I'm really proud of the results that I got, and this is probably like one of the best wig installs I've ever done so far. So yeah, so once I am done with that, I shampooed the hair, deep conditioned the hair, and now we're going to get ready to install the wig. So this is how much hair came out from the bleaching process, the coloring process. This hair is really nice, and it has minimal shedding. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous and perfect. So this is what the hair looks like fresh out of being deep conditioned. That part that you guys see, it was already pre-plucked like that, so it already came with a middle part perfect. So here I'm going to start I'm going to start plucking the knots. But you guys can't see it on camera, but when I seen up close, some of the knots were still black, and when I bleached it, it never took. So off camera, I went and bleached the knots, and right now I'm just plucking the hairline, trying to get it on fleek to make it look as natural as possible. I did end up plucking the right side more than the left, but that is okay. We're just winging it here, doing our thing. So let's get into the install. You see my struggle beads look a hot mess, like I don't love myself. It is okay. We're gonna go in with some Gots to Be gel. We're gonna slick them edges down, honey. Once I slick them down, I'm gonna go in with a blow dryer on cool heat, and we're just going to make sure that those are stuck in place, getting rid of all the flyaways before we apply the wig cap and the glue and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go in with this wig cap. I use this specific one because it's more on the thinner side to get that bald cap method on fleek. And this is my first time using bold hold. I've never used bold hold before. I always used either Gots to Be gel or the Ghost Bonds to glue down my wigs, but I wanted to try the bold hold because I don't really like Ghost Bonds, if I can be honest with you. And the Gots to Be gel is really only good for a day, maybe 2 if you're not a sweater, but I'm a sweater, so we don't have time for that. So I'm doing this bald cap method. I'm going to go in with some of that Gots to Be freeze spray just to slick that down, and then I blow dried it. And then once the gel or the glue has dried down almost pretty much clear, I went in and cut it off, and I used a razor, an eyebrow razor, to cut off the bald cap method so that I can, get it as seamless as possible. Okay, so when I did this bald cap method, some of my wig cap was kind of like hanging in the back. I know some people do double bald cap method, like 2 wig caps, but I didn't have time for that. So I put the wig on my head just to test out how it is going to look on my hairline and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to go in with my makeup to just color it to the wig cap so it can like match my skin and my complexion more, and I also apply that onto the wig. So when I apply it on the wig, I like to dry it down with a blow dryer a little bit, and I put 5 layers of this glue on there, and you see I'm like hyped because I really like it. Like, this gel is like, not gel, this glue, this lace glue, fire. I definitely recommend. So once I put 4 to 5 layers on there, I let it dry down clear, and I didn't even use a blow dryer. And now we are just pressing that wig into the skin, trying to melt it in there. And I feel like to do that, the best way is to use a tail comb. Okay, so before I tie it down with a elastic band, I want to take my edges out, and I'm gonna go in with this hairspray just to really melt that lace into the skin. And then once I do that, I'm going to tie it down. Okay, once it gets tied down, then we're gonna get into trying to slay this wig. So at this point, you guys can really just watch me slay the wig and style it. it's pretty repetitive in every video, and it's easier to watch than for me to explain. So yeah, I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so now we're going to get into the baby hairs. I always struggle with baby hairs, but I was determined and dedicated to try to figure out this whole arrogant taste slay baby hair thing. So I'm using an eyebrow razor to cut the baby hairs. I wanted them a little long because we are going to be doing that curling method. I went ahead and went to the store and got me a 1/2 inch flat iron to make sure I could do the little curly little thing, the little swoop, you know what I mean? So once I curled those two things up, I tried the method where I spray my toothbrush with a hairbrush with a with a hairspray and like swoop it, but not like have it like plastered onto my forehead, you know what I mean? Just kind of like a little feathery swoop. The one step I did not do was comb them out at the end. Didn't have time for that, and I didn't want to fold and mess up. But once I'm done with that, I went in with some makeup just to, you know, make sure that it is matching my skin. And you know that little hump that is like right in the front of the hair, like when the hair's down, that little hump right where the part is. I really like that hump. I don't know what it's called, but I know you guys see what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. That hump is so cute. So once I did that, next I'm gonna go in and start defining the curls. So I went in with a spray bottle, sprayed it down with some water, and I wanted this to be like a lightweight fluffy type of look. I didn't want to weigh down the curls, so I just went in with some foaming mousse and like some foaming curl mousse from Cream Nature, and just defined them curls real quick. And once I finished that on both sides, I did the little hump thing again with the flat iron and try to just, you know, perfect it and all that good stuff. And I went off camera, put some lashes on, some little lip gloss, you know what I'm saying? Got myself real cute. And that's the end of this look, man. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, because I enjoyed this hair. This one was a banger. Oh my gosh, I freaking snapped. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give this video a big fat juicy thumbs up, comment down below, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Glow Gang family. I will make sure to leave everything in the description box, and let me know what type of videos you guys like to see from me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Stay sexy. Glow Gang, you already know, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.